G'day everyone, Daniel Anderson here. Now by the end of this video, you are going to learn all about how you can extend AI in SharePoint with skills. So go and grab a coffee. This is going to be a cracking video. Now, the scenario we're going to use is we're going to build a skill all around gaps analysis. So let's say that you've got a contract, a base contract, you send it out to a client, they send it back, they've made some adjustments, some small material, some change of clauses, they want some updates, they want a few different amendments. You need to then go through that document, compare and do a gaps analysis, what's changed, what needs to change, and what the impact is. Now, the next week, you have to do that again with a new client. Now, that is very, very time consuming. It's a repetitive task. Now, not just you, but multiple people in your team need to do the same process. That is the problem that skills solve. We can create a skill for you and your team and then provide a consistent output every single time. Now, before we dive in and create this skill, let's have a bit of a talk about what skills actually are. Now, the easiest way that I can explain that you can think about skills is think of them as your SOP for AI, right? Your standard operating procedure. You write the process down once, you save it, and then from that point on, your AI follows it every single time, the same way without you having to re-explain it. Now, Skills in SharePoint does that exact thing, right? It uses the same markdown file approach as Claude Skills. So if you're using Claude Skills or you have done before, this will be very, very familiar to you. But there's a little twist, and this matters. The skill lives on a SharePoint site. It's governed by SharePoint permissions, shared with your team, and one person that writes the SOP, stores it, and then the whole team can then make use of that skill, right? Let's get stuck into it. Now, how do we actually create this skill? What do we need to do first? Well, there's a new SharePoint site collection feature that we need to enable that allows us to then have the location for us to store our skills, right? So we can see here, I'm just on a blank new SharePoint site. Now I'm going to go to site information. I'm going to go to view all site settings. Now, as a site collection administrator, I've got access to site collection features. Now, there's a feature at the top of the list here called Agent Assets. We need to activate that feature first, right? Now, by activating that feature, it does a couple of things, right? It actually creates a new document library called Agent Assets. So we open up this document library here and we can see that we've got two folders here. We've got a skills folder, which, as you can probably assume, this is where the skills live. We then have a plans folder. Now the plans we will tackle in another video, but we are going to, first of all, create our first skill. So the skills live in the skills folder. So I'm just going to go back to the home page and I'm going to click my little icon down on the bottom right-hand corner here, and I'm just going to ask a question. Now I'm going to use AI in SharePoint to actually create this skill. Now, remembering that this is a markdown file. So what AI in SharePoint is going to do is actually create and write a markdown file. All right, so let's explain to AI in SharePoint what we want our skill to do. I want to create a skill that performs a gaps analysis for contracts. Now we have a base contract that is stored in the documents library. This document is called basecontract.docx. Now I want that contract loaded every single time this skill runs. Users send out contracts, this contract to clients. Clients send this contract back to us with changes or things or amendments or deletions or things that they would like changed in that contract. We need to understand what those changes are, hence perform a gaps analysis. Now, I want the results of that gaps analysis presented in a table, and I want you to please prepare a traffic light system for a little bit better visual representation of the gaps analysis. We also need to do an impact analysis. So along with the gaps and the changes and everything, we need to also identify and look at what impact that has on our business. All right, so I've now just explained what I want this skill to do. Let's give that to AI in SharePoint and let's see what happens, right? So AI in SharePoint is now thinking about how to actually create and build this skill, and it's going to maybe come back and ask us with a few clarifying questions depending on its understanding. All right, so we can see here, thanks, it's told me it's a great brief. Excellent. So I've got the proposition or the proposal for this skill. We've got the name, we've got the description, we've got the purpose. Let's have a look and see, and we'll just review everything that has, or the plan that's been put into place here. All right, so it's come back now telling me it's a great brief, so that's a good start. Given it a lot to work with. Let's have a look at the proposed skill. So here's the description. Analyzes client modified contract against the base, which is good. Identifies all changes, presents the traffic like good. How it's going to work. Auto load the base contract from the document library every time. User provides or selects the client return contract, which is good. Output gaps analysis. Okay, so this is good. Now what we might do is let's just, actually we'll leave it. We'll leave it as is. And we'll have a look and see what happens. So before I create, there's a couple of things to confirm. Client contract, should the skill prompt the user to select the client file? No, the user will select the file. No need to ask. And anything else you'd like to output, for example, a recommended negotiation response or a priority ranking for each items to push back on first. Okay, so this would be good. A priority ranking would be amazing. All right, so let's answer those couple of questions. And what AI in SharePoint's going to do now is it's going to build that skill for me. So we'll come back and have a look. Perfect. Here's the final version. Creating it now. Thinking. So remembering, while that's doing that, I'm going to open up another tab here, and let's jump into our agent assets, and we'll have our skills folder ready to go. All right. So once that's done, we're going to open up that MD file, and we'll have a look at the structure and the makeup of that. All right, so the skill's been created, and we can see contract gaps analysis skills created, ready to use. Here's what it'll do every time. Auto loads, compares, and outputs, right? To use it, just select the client's contract and ask to run contract gaps analysis. So you can see the beauty there is that we don't need to go anywhere. We just need to ask AI in SharePoint to do a gaps analysis. It will determine the best, the skill to use, and it will run that skill automatically for us. So if I jump into my skills folder, we can see here is the folder with our contract gaps analysis skill. I'm going to open this folder, and we've got our MD file. Now all skills have this format, right? So it's always SKILL.md inside of the skills folder, right? If I open up this MD file, we can see that here is the generated skill. We've got our name, we've got our description, okay? Identifies all changes, presents a file, presents a traffic light gaps analysis, etc., which is perfect, right? There's the purpose, there's the steps, here's the gaps analysis table, column definitions. So it's fairly detailed in what it has actually put together for me, right? Just by using my natural language and my voice in this case to explain the skill that I want it to create. And have a look at that, right? User selects, output would include, etc., and giving it an example. So let's put this to the test. I'm going to open up my document library, and let's drag across our base contract. And I'm just going to rename this base contract, right? So let me just go in here. I'm going to rename this, and I'll call this base contract. I'll update that. Now, the other document that I'm going to add in here is an amended contract. So now we've got our setup, right? So this is a document library. We've got our base contract that we've got. It might be a template or something like that, or even it might be the exact one that you sent to the client, right? All right, so let's give this skill a bit of a test, right? So I've got my document library. There's my base contract. There's my contract that's come back from my client. I'm going to select this contract. I'm going to open up AI in SharePoint. I'm going to ask a question about this file. So we want to run and invoke this skill. So let's say, can you please run a contract analysis? Okay, so just by popping in that into the prompt, AI in SharePoint is going to pick up and determine, right, we need to do a contract analysis. I've got a skill for that. Let's actually invoke that skill and start that analysis. So you can see here, it's done that. I've got this little box here using skill contract analysis. Now I can click this link here and I can open up and edit that skill in the text editor as well. So there's my skill loaded up. If I needed to make any changes, I could do that. I could save it, and then that will change the skill. Let's pop back to AI in SharePoint. So we can see here, loaded the contract analysis skill, now fetching the base contract and the selected client contract, and it is now going to do the comparison. All right, so we've loaded both documents now, and it's running a detailed clause by clause comparison. All right, so again, running through the steps in the skill that we have stipulated there, and it is now doing the clause by clause comparison. Alrighty, the skill has finished and is complete, done its comparison and gaps analysis. Let's have a look. So we've got our exec summary here, right? So overview of everything. We've got our gaps analysis table here as well. All right, so we've got our traffic light system. We've got our the client's change, the base term, the business impact, and the priority. So it's ordered this in the priority order, and we've got 24. We've got an impact analysis summary, overall risk, top business impacts, legal, reputational, and then we've got a priority action plan as well, which again goes through all of those 24, and then we have got our gaps analysis done. Now the beauty about this is anybody now can do this contract gaps analysis, and it is standardized, right? We've now got a skill, it's been created for our team. Not only I can use it, anybody that is doing this analysis can now invoke that skill, and it is going to run through that exact same process. So there's our first look. Extending your AI in SharePoint with skills. Stay tuned. Make sure you are subscribed to the newsletter, danielanderson.io. Pop your email address in, and there is going to be a lot more of this real world and real impactful uses of Copilot and SharePoint across M365.